Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you or someone in your family is preparing for the EQAO Grade 6 Math Assessment in Ontario, this episode is for you. Today, we'll break down everything you need to know about the test, what's on it, how it's structured, and most importantly, how to prepare and feel confident on test day. Grab a notebook or just listen in. Let's get started. What is the EQAO Grade 6 Math Assessment? Let's start with the basics. The EQAO stands for the Education Quality and Accountability Office. It's an independent body that checks how well Ontario students are doing in reading, writing, and math. The Grade 6 assessment is an important checkpoint designed to measure how students are progressing before they head into middle school and beyond. Who takes it? All Grade 6 students in publicly funded schools in Ontario. The math part is just one section of the larger EQAO assessment. But today we'll focus on the math portion. Why does the EQAO math test matter? Some people wonder if this test counts. While your EQAO score doesn't affect your report card directly, the results are used by teachers and schools to help improve programs, spot areas for extra help, and celebrate progress. Sometimes schools use the results to plan math support for the next year, and some teachers might use your performance to guide your report card comments or recommendations. But most of all, the EQAO test is a chance for students to see what they've learned and practice showing their thinking in math, a skill that pays off in high school and beyond. How is the EQAO Grade 6 math test structured? The test is usually given in the spring, and it's all done on computer now. There are two main math sessions, each about an hour long. Here's what you can expect. Multiple choice questions. Choose the best answer from 4 options. These test your calculation, logic, and reasoning skills. Short answer. Questions. You'll solve a problem and write a brief explanation or show your work. Extended response questions. These are the show your thinking questions, where you explain your steps, justify your answer, and maybe connect to real-life math. What topics are covered? EQAO Grade 6. Math is based on the Ontario curriculum, so you'll see questions on 1. Number sense and operations. Whole numbers, decimals, and fractions. Adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, place value, rounding, and estimating. 2. Patterning and algebra, identifying and extending patterns. Working with expressions, equations, and variables. 3. Measurement perimeter, area, and volume. Converting units, like cm to m. Telling time, temperature, and using a calendar. 4. Geometry and spatial sense, identifying 2D shapes and 3D figures, symmetry, transformations, and angles. Location and movement on a grid. 5. Data management and probability reading and making graphs, bar, line, pictograph. Calculating mean, average, median, and mode understanding and describing probability. How is the EQAO math marked? Your test will be scored both by computers and trained teachers. Each response is marked for accuracy and especially in written questions, how well you explain your thinking. Results are reported in 4 achievement levels. Level 1, below the provincial standard. Level 2, approaching the standard. Level 3, meets the standard, this is the goal. Level 4 exceeds the standard. Most students aim for level 3 or higher. But remember, your score is just one measure. It's feedback, not a label. Smart strategies for EQAO success. Let's get practical. Here are my best tips for doing your best on test day. 1. Understand the format. Take some time to explore EQAO sample questions online. This will help you feel comfortable with the test platform and question types. 2. Read every question carefully. Many mistakes happen because students miss a keyword or instruction. Circle or underline important information and don't rush. 3. Show your work. In short and extended responses, write out your calculations and explain your reasoning in words. If you make a small math error but your method is clear, you can still earn partial marks. 4. Use logical reasoning. If you're not sure of an answer, eliminate choices you know are wrong and make your best guess. There's no penalty for guessing. 5. Use the tools provided. You'll have access to an on-screen calculator and sometimes a formula sheet. Use them for tricky calculations, but don't rely on them for every simple step. 6. Watch your timing. Pace yourself. If you're stuck, move on and come back later. Multiple choice questions are often quicker, so don't let one tough problem eat up your time. 7. Double check your answers. If you finish early, use the extra time to review your work. Look for missed steps, calculation mistakes, or incomplete explanations. 8. Practice, practice, practice. Work through extra questions from your textbook, your teacher, or EQAO's official practice tests. The more you practice, the more confident you'll feel. Hey, before we dive back in, I want to share a resource that could make a big difference if you're getting ready for the EQAO Grade 6 math test. If you want a study guide that's actually designed for the Ontario curriculum and covers everything you'll see on the test, check out the EQAO Grade 6 Math Test Prep by Mervoxid Press. This book is packed with practice questions, step-by-step solutions, and clear explanations for all the key math topics, from number sense and geometry to data management and problem solving. It even includes tips for tackling tricky word problems and strategies for showing your work, just like EQO markers are looking for. What I really love is that you can use it for focused practice or quick last-minute review sessions. Whether you're aiming for top marks or just want to boost your confidence, this guide is a fantastic support. So if you want to walk into your EQAO feeling prepared and ready, check out the EQAO Grade 6 Math Test Prep by Mervoxid Press. I'll leave a link in the description below. All right, let's get back to the podcast. Common challenges and how to beat them. Math anxiety. It's normal to feel nervous. Take deep breaths, focus on one question at a time, and remember that your best effort is enough. Reading the question. If you don't understand a problem, break it into smaller parts or look for keywords. Sometimes drawing a picture or diagram can help. Explaining your thinking. Practice writing out your explanations at home. Use phrases like, first I, then I, and this is because. Final advice and motivation. Remember, the EQAO is just one part of your math journey. It's a chance to show off what you've learned and get comfortable with test situations. If your score isn't perfect, that's okay. It's a starting point, not a finish line. Ask your teacher if you have questions, review topics you find tough, and use all the help around you. And most of all, believe in yourself. With practice and a positive mindset, you can do this. If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with classmates or parents who might be getting ready for EQAO too. Drop your questions in the comments. I love hearing from you and helping however I can. Good luck on your EQAO math test. You've got this.